What's up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Manychat sequences, my complete setup to Manychat, and what you have to do in order to get started with this platform. I'm going to walk you through how to set up your first chatbot, how to use all the different settings that you're going to need to know about, how to set up your email on it. It's going to be a complete guide basically for Manychat. And this system I actually use brings me about $50,000 a month in sales for courses and service sales, implementations for the marketing I do, the SEO I do. And I'm even going to give you a template that you can use. You can just extract from the website that, from my website, that you can plug directly into your account and use as a way to start building reviews for yourself or whatever sort of engagement you want online. So this system I actually is my ultimate sort of like angle that I use for marketing. It's like what I use for pretty much anything. My end goal for any project after I do all the technical setup for like a website, you know, getting people dialed in with a content strategy, my end goal is to bring them over to a platform like Manychat and get them set up with chatbots, because chatbots are just so powerful. So if you've never been here before, you've never been on this channel, we do live streams like this all the time. This is a live stream. If you're watching the recording later, make sure you hit the subscribe button, little bell notification icon, so you can actually get notified when I do go live and be able to participate and ask questions. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like on the video so I know to make more videos for you. Cool. So let's say hi to everybody in chat before we get started. We got, let's see, we got anybody in chat yet? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the party. Got 12 people in here. It's going to take a second for people to start pouring in. All right, cool. So first thing you got to do is go set up an account. So you can use obviously any bot you want. I think there's some other bots you can get called like BotStar and I forget the other names of the robots, but Manychat I like just because it's like you can do email, Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and text. If you're not familiar with what Manychat is, it's basically it's a platform that lets you integrate with Facebook and email, like MailChimp, that kind of thing, so you can send off sequences, messages to people who download your opt-in or whatever, however people sign up for whatever you're giving away. Even if somebody's just sending you a message online, you can get people to opt in to your Manychat list, and then you can remarket to them later on. So that's why getting people opting in is so important these days, because you just want to build as many relationships with people online, and you want to be able to automate that as much as possible. Oh, there we go. Now people are in chat. Sorry. What's up, Sherm? What's up, Darren? What's up, Dave? What's up, Scott? What's up, Mike? Justin? John B. And by the way, just to give you guys a disclaimer before we really dive into it, if you go to chaserunner.com, you'll see on here, besides the terrible design that we're redesigning right now, under courses, there's this thing called SEO Pro Bundle. You can get live trainings with me. You get all of my classes, my local SEO classes, my national SEO. You get my how to get SEO clients course. You get all this stuff, and you get live classes, 2 classes per week. We actually got a couple people in here right now. Darren's in there. He's ranking on the first page for electricians locally in a city that he's in. We got all kinds of people that are doing great from the classes, and I think it's like $7.97, but there's also a payment plan if you can't afford it. Super killer deal. You also get updates for all my templates, but really the best part is the live trainings that you get weekly. And by the way, the review generation flow that I'm going to show you today in Manychat, I will leave a link to this flow that you can download in the description of this video as well, so you can go get that for free. So if you can't afford anything, like if you can't afford a course or you don't want to sign up for the classes, that kind of thing, feel free to get all the free stuff and do what you can with the free stuff. Anyways, let's go back into Manychat. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to manychat.com. You're going to sign up for an account. You have to have a Facebook page first. If you don't have a Facebook page, go and create one. Creating a Facebook page is pretty simple. Let me go over here really quick and make sure. Okay, so just wanted to make sure there wasn't any weird posts showing up. So all you got to do to create a Facebook page is you go to your Facebook, go to Manage Pages, create a page. You're going to create whatever page you want, get started. And creating a Facebook page is pretty simple. If you don't know how to do it, obviously just go to Google, look up how to create a Facebook page, but that's pretty much all you got to do. Once you create your Facebook page, what you're going to do is you're going to go into your account, and you have two options. You can either do a free account or you can do a paid account. A paid account lets you do a little bit more, lets you integrate with text messaging, lets you integrate with email, lets you do more with your actual sequences. A free account you can still use though, just to get set up. I think you can follow along with most of this tutorial with a free account, but the paid account, it's like $10 a month, totally worth it. Now in the dashboard, you're going to see once you set up your page, which all you got to do for setting up your page is you just go into here, you go to whatever page Manychat pulls in. You can see all these pages on your sidebar. You click on it, and then you just hook it up just like that. It's pretty easy. Now in the first part of what you're going to see the page. You're going to see the description. I have an action needed here. You can see it says I'm outside the 24-hour messaging window. This has not gone away. I don't know how to get rid of it for some reason. Like I literally deleted everything from this flow, which is, I'll explain what a flow is in a little bit, but I deleted everything from this messaging sequence. So there's no more messages sending, but for some reason I still get notifications that messages are blocked, and there's literally nothing being sent. So I don't know if this is some sort of weird error on Manychat or with the interface, but I don't know why that's showing up. It's just something I haven't been able to get rid of. There's no messages sending though. So kind of weird. It's been giving me this notification for almost 2 months now, so there's not really much I can do. You have your Facebook page. So this is my link, the bot link. So if somebody messages you or messages me, the bot, they can click on this link, but we're going to create our own. Here's where you would connect your SMS if you're going to be doing text messaging campaigns. And on the right of that, you're going to have your email. So this is how many emails you send out. This is how many free emails you get. You have 5,000 free emails in the first month when you sign up, when you sign the terms of use policy, whatever they have. And down here you have your subscribers. So here's the amount of active subscribers I have currently. If I go to net subscribers, it'll show me how many people join my list per day and how many people unsubscribe from my list. So you can see here I had on June 25th, 18 people unsubscribe. And then over here, I've had mainly people just subscribe and not unsubscribe. So it'll show your total net subscribers. If I go to subscribers and unsubscribers, it'll show me both. So you can see here, we had 25 this day, 25 unsubscribes, 90 subscribes. And this is actually a good amount of subscribers. So like when I get 90 subscribers or, 41 subscribers in one day, that's pretty nice. That's about, 90 new potential relationships with people that might want to buy from me every single day, or every day, 90 new relationships, 41, so on and so on. So you can see the language, the gender, the recent subscribers, and then here you have your flows, which we'll talk about what those are in a second. So that's basically the dashboard. If you click on metrics, it'll show you if you have conversion tracking and stuff through the bot. What sort of money you're making. I don't have this set up just because all of my conversion tracking goes through my Google Analytics. It doesn't go through here, so I don't really look at it through here. Okay, so next thing down, we got the audience. So if I click on audience, here's all the people who are subscribed to me and all of the, how recently they subscribed. So 5 hours ago, and then I can actually click, I'm not going to, but I can click on each of their profiles, and it'll give me more specific information about these people. It'll show me, let me see if I can find my own, maybe. Chase Reiner. There we go. So if I click on it, you can see this is how they opted in. They opted in for the Get SEO Roadmap URL I had set up. I have this is the email that was assigned. And then I have all these custom fields that say like, my location, my, school degree, all that stuff. That was actually something that I was running a while back with robots, with doing some crazy automation. I was actually able to take people's emails and pull all their information and plug it into their Manychat and then reference it with the Manychat account. That's way more advanced, and it's not what I'm going to be covering in this one. And it's something that takes a really long time to set up. So that'll be a different sort of video. If you guys want to see something like that, let me know. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to give you guys the most basic things you need to know to get set up. So that's the audience. Live chat. So you have your live chat right here. Here's all the people that I'm talking to. You could see here, Joseph, I just was talking to him. You could see I sent a message before this stream, and I said, hey, Joseph, Manychat has changed a lot since 2019. go check it out, right? So Joseph might even be in this live stream right now. Who knows? And then I have other people, like, look at this. So Rhonda says, please take me off your message group. So anytime that somebody doesn't want to be messaged by you, if they don't say certain trigger words, like if they say the word stop or unsubscribe, they'll automatically get taken off. But if they don't say those, then sometimes you have to kind of monitor and make sure that you unsubscribe them. So like right here, look, I'll just press unsubscribe and she's off the list. Perfect. And yes, you definitely want to make sure that people who don't want to be on the list that are not on the list. Now here you can see you have two different drop downs. You have open and done. Let me actually scroll in a little bit more. So open means that these are current conversations that Manychat thinks that you need to respond to. Done means it's just a conversation that seems like it's done, like somebody who left their email, somebody who left whatever, a message that Manychat deems as a done conversation. Maybe it was a conversation that was a while ago that there was no response. Who knows? But open is generally where people are going to be looking for a response based on the algorithm that Manychat has. Newest or oldest, you can sort by those messages. And then everything on the right just gives you, more information. You can leave notes about the person if you want. You can send images. You can send a little emoji. You can do an attachment. Most of you guys know how to use a messenger. Growth tools. So this is very important for you to understand. So there's two different things that you want to know about Manychat. And well, there's more than two, but there's two big things you want to know about Manychat. And it's how to create a growth tool and how to set up a flow. Now there's two different things that you need to do when you set up an account generally. And first of all, the first thing is you need to figure out how people are going to opt in. So when you go to my website, let's say you go to get the review generation flow I'm going to share with you. We go to resources, free resources, Manychat flow. So this is the flow here that I'm going to be giving you. Now, you can't really see it because it's kind of blurry, but basically what happens is somebody opts into a checklist or something like this. Let's say you want to get it, you have to click on it. And when you click on this, what's going to happen is it's going to bring you into this flow. And the flow kind of has like different rules set up where it shows you, this is how long before you have to respond to the person after they talk to you. So you can basically program your robot to talk to people how you want the interaction to be. So if I click on this link here, watch what will happen. It'll take me to Messenger. This is the same link that you'll get taken to. And you can see here it says, I need you to type in your email so I can send you the free updated SEO template and the SEO resources. So then they put in their email, whether they click on it or they just type it in. So this happens automatically. Facebook just picks this up. Now what happens is after somebody puts their email in the flow that we have, it says, wait a minute, and then continue. So don't start responding right away because it's going to look too automated, right? So in 1 minute, there will be another message that gets sent based on the flow we set up. And it says, okay, I need to send it, whatever the next part is, here's the template. Okay, here's the email. Could you, after the email, could you please go leave a review? So they get the template, they get whatever they're looking for, or you get whatever you're looking for, and then you get directed to go leave a review on this Google My Business page. And that's how I've actually built like 560 reviews to this GMB, to this Google My Business. And the cool thing is you can do this for anything. You could direct people to leave a review on your Google My Business. You could have them review you on Facebook. You could have them join your Facebook group. You could have them do any interaction because the formula is that you give somebody something for free and then they feel like they need to give back, whether it's, them joining a group, them like signing up for something for, obviously you're giving them something for free and you're asking for something for free back, some sort of action. So this template could be used for anything. I'll show you how to set it up manually. But anyway, so in order to activate this flow, in order to get people into this flow, again, that little thing that they just clicked on, let me go here. So when they click on this, the way you set up this link is you go to your growth tools in Manychat, you press new growth tool, and you have a couple different options. You can click messenger referral URL, which is the best way to do it. Or you can click all these other things that go on the website. Like you can create a landing page. You can create like that you put on your website. You can do like a little bar pop-up that goes on your website that shows up like that. And if you click on these different things, it'll show you what these actually look like. So there's a slide in like that. My favorite way though, because the thing that I don't like this code on the website because it kind of slows the website down. So instead what I'll do is I'll go new tool. I'll name the tool, call it review template opt-in. And I'm going to just do a messenger referral URL. So this is just a link that people have to click on. So you do that. And so the default text for your messenger is going to say something like, welcome, thanks for subscribing. You don't want people to click on the link and then for it to say, welcome, thanks for subscribing. So what you're going to do is you're going to press edit. And here you have your basic sort of setup. Now there's two ways to look at this actually. You can either look at it like this with the flow layout, which is my favorite because then it's easier to visualize, or you can go to basic builder and it'll just show you what it would look like just like this. Now we're going to use the flow builder. Click on the flow builder up at the top right just because it's easier to visualize. So here you can see starting step, they click on that link. Here's the link that they clicked on, the one that you create, right? And I'll show you how to get that in a second. And then here's the first thing that it sends. So once they click the link, this will send to them. Now, again, I don't want to say welcome, first name, thank you for subscribing. I want to say, hi, thanks for asking about the template. Here it is, right? So that's the most basic way, right? You just take them from the link, they click on it, and then you give them the link to the template. Now, if you just have that set up, just that alone, what will happen is that person has now opted in just from clicking the link. They have now opted in to your messenger. So you can actually message them again on Facebook with a robot without doing anything else, which is super valuable because if you can automate, again, your relationships online, you can trade this person for a review. You could trade them for somebody who, now is subscribing on your YouTube. You can ask them for any sort of engagement. Make sense? Are we all on the same page about this so far? Give me a 1 in chat if you guys get kind of what we're going over here. Did my camera just turn off? It did. Let me turn off my camera so we don't have that. So anyways, in here, look, so we got the hi, thanks for asking about the template. Here it is. And then you just put the link, right? Now, the cool thing about Manychat as well is instead of just saying hi, you can actually press this little curly bracket right here. And what this curly bracket will do is it'll pop up with all the different information you can pull about them. So you can take the date they subscribed, you can take their gender, you can take their email if you have that, you can take their first name. So if I put their first name here, it will now say whatever their name is, right? It'll say hi, first name, thanks for asking about the template. Here it is. And if you want to preview it, see what it looks like, you just press preview up here, and this will get sent to your own messenger. And here you can see this is what it looks like. It says, hi, Chase. It pulled my first name. Thanks for asking about the template. Here's the link. So there it is. Perfect. Easy, right? Now, here's the basic layout, though. Let's say we give them the template, right? Now they're super happy about it. Let's say you guys went to this link here. You got the free review generation flow, which I'm going to show you about. And then let's say you went back to doing whatever you were doing. You were starting to email somebody. And then let's say about 3 minutes later, you got another message from me and said, by the way, once you get a chance to look at that template, would you mind leaving me a review? Or would you mind going and subscribing to my YouTube channel? Or would you mind joining my Facebook group? Whatever the action is, right? So if they get something again for free, if they got this whole template and they feel like they got something of value, likely they'll say yes. So how do we ask them for that? So all you got to do is go back in here. Now you have all these different things you can do. I'll explain these in a second. But if you press continue to another step, just like this, now you can drag this little arrow over and it gives you a new thing that you can do, a new action. So there's all these different actions. You can do a delay, you can do a condition, you can send an email. But what we want to do is we want to wait a little bit. We don't want to ask them right away. If they just got the template, we don't want to ask like 2 minutes later if they haven't even looked at the template yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a delay. We're going to say, okay, boom, delay, smart delay. And let's wait. We want to stay within a 24-hour window because, look, in here, you have to select a content type. And in here, other, this is the most common content type you're going to use. And you have to select a content type. You can't send messages unless you select a content type. It says this: use this content type to mark content that does not fit any specific type above, which we'll talk about in the other ones in a second. Mind that content without a type or marked other will not be delivered to subscribers who interacted with you over a 24-hour period. Please use SMS and email to reach out to those subscribers. So if somebody clicks on your link, you have to choose other. They clicked on the link, and that means they interacted with you, and then you can send them a message. Now, if you want to send them another message and you wait a day to continue, exactly 24 hours, and then you try to send another message that says other, it's not going to work because they didn't interact with you in that 24-hour window. Does that make sense? So if we go here, we want to say, okay, at the very most, we want to wait 23 hours because they're still in that 24-hour window. What I do, though, is I'll wait about 5 hours because within 5 hours, they probably looked at the template. And then I'm going to go and say, okay, after 5 hours, I'm going to send a new message on Facebook. I'm going to select a type other with that 24-hour window. And I'm going to say hi, first name. I'm going to say their name again. What did you think about the template I gave you? Would you mind subscribing or leaving a review on my business here about the template, right? Or would you mind going to the actual page and leaving a comment about it, or whatever it is? And again, you just insert the link, right? Pretty easy. So again, the basic formula is you're taking the offer, whatever you gave them, you wait 5 hours, and then you ask them for an action, whatever it is that you want to promote. And basically the principle here is that if you get enough people opting in and then engaging with whatever it is you're promoting, you will hopefully get that thing to rank higher just based off algorithms seeing that there's engagement on that thing, and engagement leads to generally more content dispersal. A good example of this is on my Facebook page. I actually did a promotion where I made an ad. It was just a picture of me, and it said, I'm giving away my new SEO audit template. And then the people got it. They clicked here. They clicked on the link. They got the template. They left their information. They got the template. And then 5 hours later, I said, hey, would you mind commenting on that post and letting me know what you think? And so all these people who were seeing that Facebook post got the template, went back and then commented on it. And then Facebook kind of used that as a way of seeing, oh, all these people who went to click that link, they came back and commented. That must be a good signal. Let's send this to more people. And that post got a bunch of organic reach because of that. Or same thing with this video. I could go and take this video, leave a link to the template, right? Let's say I was leaving a link to this review generation template that I'm going to show you. You guys go download it, and then it brings you back to this video 5 hours later and says, hey guys, could you go comment on this video here and leave a like? And then I get a lot more reach with this, and then that's kind of snowballs because the more people who see this video, the more they like it, the more they opt in, and it creates a never-ending effect of engagement plus content dispersal. So I know gets a little bit confusing, but that's kind of the basic premise to it. So let's go over the other content types. So in here we have, let me just refresh this news so we can just go over it again. So let's do new growth tool. We're going to go to messenger referral URL, and we're going to go to edit. So here again we have, let's just delete this. Let's just do a basic, or actually let's just delete all the text. So here you can see right now we just have the referral URL and we have the opt-in message. So what are all the different things you can do with this opt-in message once somebody clicks on the link? So again, we have all these different content types, right? You have your other, which you already kind of know, it's the 24-hour window. You have the account update, you have the event update, and you have the post-purchase update. So how do you message people outside of a 24-hour window is the question, because if somebody gets on your list and let's say you want to message them later, let's say you have like thousands of people on your list, how do you get them back in? So there's a couple options. One, you can either email them or text message them after you get them to sign up for an email, and I'll show you how to do that. And that email is going to send them back to a new opt-in. Let's say you send them an email and you say, hey, instead of it being like this, instead of it saying a Facebook opt-in, or a Facebook message, you would send a email like so, and you'd say, hey, name, you can see the email looks a little bit different. You have the subject, you have the pre-header, the headline, and you can say, hey, name, just wanted to let you know about this new updated version of the template. And then you bring them back into that link, which brings them back to the engagement, brings them back to the 24-hour window. That's one way. The other way is you can actually go into here and you can do certain things like event updates. So generally what I'll do, and look, this isn't 100% guaranteed. I don't know if this is completely okay or not, but I'll send people a lot of the time to my live streams. So I'll do a confirmed event update and I'll say, hey, name, I want to invite you to my live YouTube event where I'm talking about, you know, SEO or whatever it is that you initially opted in for. Now, what Facebook says is it says you have to update subscribers about an event they have registered for. I don't really know how you can prove whether these people have registered or not. Like, I think it's kind of a gray area right now, and I think it's kind of a hard thing to like really prove, because I've been doing this for the last couple of months, inviting people to my live events on YouTube, and I haven't really had any problems, but maybe at some point it won't work as well. Post-purchase update, this is if somebody purchased something and you want to, notify them about something. I never use that. And then account update is, notify the user of a non-reoccurring change to their application or account. And I think this is probably something that you could use for, like, if you wanted to ask them to, update their account with a text messaging, or if you wanted to get them signing up for something like email notifications. It's such a gray area. You could dive deeper into this, but for the most part, I've been using a couple of these with my messages, and I'm usually okay. I haven't had any problems so far. One thing that I will say is that if you can just create a 7-day window for your other, it'll work the best. So basically having one message per every 23 hours get sent to your users through a flow. That's usually the best way to do it, because then you just get people in, seeing your content and interacting with you. And you could create a 7-day window where you interact with people and ask them questions. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And that will actually probably make things way more profitable for you anyways. But no matter what, whatever you do, whether it's, the live events, whether it's the other or whatever it is, as long as you're building relationships with people online and you're giving them value, people will generally come back to your opt-ins and they'll message you, and you'll be able to message them usually pretty easily. So now, what's the type of content that you can send them? You can send them texts right here. You could just send them like a text. Hey, name, how you doing? Emoji. You could send them an image. You can send them an image of you. You could send them a card, which is like kind of like you can upload an image and then a title and a subtitle. Send them a little like preview card. I think that looks a little bit like less personal. You can send them a gallery of photos. I haven't really experimented with a lot of this stuff. You can send them a one-time notification request, which was supposed to be sort of the solution to the 24-hour window. The problem is you can only send it to them one time. So if you ask them, you can actually send in here, hey, would you like to be updated about this template? You can click this, and then they have to click notify me. And if they click notify me, you could send them this one-time notification that is about like something that you want to tell them about. That's usually like related to a sale. If you're going to try to direct sale them something or sell. I don't really ever use that because it's like kind of dumb that it only lets you use that list one time. Chances are, if you send out a message, a one-time message through a broadcast, which I'm going to show you how to do, people are going to, they're only going to see that once. And then the new people who come in, you're not going to be able to, like, you're going to have to do it all automated. And it's just weird. It's a weird, I think it's kind of a dumb solution to what Manychat came up with or what Facebook came up with for like trying to be anti-spam. List, you can send like a list of things. Again, I don't really know a lot of this stuff. Like you could see, you could send like a bunch of different options. You can send audio files, like, little voice messages. You could send a video, you could send an attachment. Here's a delay you can do, or you can show them that you're typing, so it looks like you're typing and then sending them another message. You can send them dynamic content, which is like pulled from other, like you can do all kinds of crazy stuff, but really the thing that I usually mostly use is image, text, and user input. And what user input is it's basically you can send them a text, but you have to wait for them to respond to your message. So if you say, okay, user input, and you say, hey, name, would you like the template? The robot will actually wait for a response, and then you can even do conditional formats where, you know, if you say, okay, next step, condition, you could say, okay, if somebody's, you know, if they say a certain word, or if they have a certain like action, whatever the action is, if they have that action, you can then send them a message based on that action. So you could say, hey, first name, would you like the template? If they say no, you can basically say, okay, well, if they say no, you know, bring them over to here, you know, bring them over to the send message. If they say yes, then bring them over to this other thing. So we could just do like these two, so you can kind of see like so look, so you have the yes and the no, boom. And that's kind of a way to separate people to it. I'm not going to go too much through the conditional formats. It's kind of a more advanced tutorial. And if you guys, again, want to see a more advanced tutorial of Manychat, let me know. But right now I'm just kind of giving you the basics. So user input, super valuable. And you can actually capture the input too. If you do action on reply, you can actually go like this, action, and you can store their response like in a Google Sheet, or sign them up to, you know, an opt-in if they put their phone number in. Again, this is a little bit more advanced, and I'm not going to cover this too much in this one. But anyways, you go, hey, first name, would you like the template? If they say yeah, cool. Or if they just do any response, then you, boom, do a smart delay for a minute or something, and then send them the template. Now, again, in the template I'm giving you, in the one that you're going to actually use for this, you'll actually have just you can just export it directly into your account, or input it directly into your account, so you don't have to worry about setting all this stuff up. But once you have your opt-in, so you can see here it says, you know, they click on the link and it says, would you like the template? Once they have that, and you press, where is it? Let me go to the link. So if you go to that link here now, if you go to setup, here's the link that you get. So it's just copy to clipboard. So anybody who clicks on that link now, it's going to say, hey, Chase, would you like the template, or whatever their name is? And then it waits for the response, and then you can put more stuff in there. So that's how Growth Tools works. There's a little ads thing here. You can create ads for these that target your audience. I tried this one time. I think I spent like $500 to see how it worked. I got like 500 people who clicked on the link. I don't really, I think Facebook ads probably works better for this, but I'm not really the guy to ask, because I'm not like a pro at Facebook ads. Broadcasts. So broadcast is super important, because in here you can actually see all the different content that you've sent to people, and you can see all the messages that you've sent. You can see the open rates and how many people actually clicked on the things that you sent them. You can see here it says 0% clicks on everything, but it's because I give them direct links instead of like a little button, because I think buttons look more spammy. But you can see here one of my recent messages. It says, hey, I hope you had a great day. It sent 4,386 times, and I got about a 66% read rate. So about 2,400 people read that message, which is actually really high. That's way higher than email. You can see with email, you usually get on a good day about a 25% open rate. So way better to use Messenger if you can, but email still works well. I use both. So when you go to here, you can actually do two things. You can either broadcast from a flow that you've created, which will, you know, a flow is basically, it's like something that's already been set up. It's like a whole sequence already set up. Or you can just do a new broadcast, and you can choose different things. You can either use Messenger, you can use SMS, or you could use email. So let's click on Messenger, and let's go to add text. And this is the exact same thing. So just like how I showed you with the other thing, remember I showed you how to set up your opt-in URL. This is similar, except now you're just directly messaging the people who've already subscribed to you, the people who've clicked on that link. So I can say, hey, you know, first name, just wanted to let you know about the live YouTube event I'm doing right now. And then I do confirmed event update. So, hey, first name, just wanted to let you know about the new live event I'm doing right now. Come join. Boom. Plug it in. So there's the link. Now, again, if you wanted to see the click-through rates, you want to see how many people actually clicked on it, you would add a button, and then you would say join now, like this. And you would open website, boom, enter the URL. And so if they click on that, then they would join, and you actually see how many people actually clicked on it. I don't do it that way because I think it looks less personalized. So instead, I'll just do the link. Now, if you press go next, you can do a few different options. You can see here it says it wants to make sure that you're doing no promotional or mixed content. So like they don't want to see you trying to go sell things to people on Messenger. That's really the biggest thing. And then you can do different conditions on who gets messages as well. You could say, okay, you know, if they opted in through a certain widget, like the SEO template, so all the people who got the roadmap, if they're a certain gender, if I only want to send to people who are male, so on and so on, right? And then it'll only send to those sorts of people. You can also schedule this for another day to send, or you can just send now. And then you could just do regular push, meaning that you're only sending it to them as just a regular notification. Silent push means that you could actually send this to them and they don't even get notified. It just pops up in their messages, but they don't get notified by it. I just do it regular, and then you press send now, and it'll send out to people. That's pretty much all there is. If I go to paid messages, these are all the different paid messages that you could do that get promoted by ads. Again, I don't do this because I just don't really know how it works, and I also just want to do things for free for the most part. If you go to automation, there's some different things you can set up where like you can, you know, set up all these different buttons. So when somebody is, you know, interacting with you, you can give them, you know, oh, here, get the free SEO template. So they click on it, it brings them into a different, you know, sequence here or a different flow or however you want it to do. I don't do any of this automation stuff here. For the most part, I just do everything through flows. You could set up a default reply where if somebody messages you, it automatically responds and says, oh, we will respond to you in at least an hour. You don't want to do that because it also looks really automated. I think the biggest thing about, you know, building relationships online with robots is to not look like a robot. And so I just delete this flow when it's in here. I don't have a welcome message. Keywords, these are really cool because if people ask for certain things like, you know, start or subscribe or stop or unsubscribe, it'll automatically get them off the robot subscription, which is awesome. Sequences, rules, and pixels. I don't really look at any of this stuff. This is all way more advanced than what I look at. Really, I just go into flows. And in flows, this is where you're going to get the review generation template that I was telling you about. So the way you actually import this flow, and I think you might have to have a pro account to do it, is you grab the flow that I give you. It just gets exported by like with an image. Let me actually go and see if I can grab it right now. Let's go to my account. Here. And here's the flow that you'll get. It's this one. So you click on that. And what it'll ask you is it says save to Manychat. So once you save this to Manychat, it'll give you the basic review generation flow. And what it'll look like, let me actually just save it there so you can see what happens. So you save the flow to the account. Boom, it says saving. View flow. And then boom, now you have the flow in your account. That's all you had to do. And so what you could do here is you basically have this flow that you can send either as a broadcast or anybody who clicks on your link. So you can see here it says, would you like the free SEO roadmap, local SEO checklist, and easiest marketing keywords to rank for? First name. It waits for a reply, waits a minute. And it says, I need to send you the template and resources via email. So that way you can get them on Manychat and on email. It gets them to opt in through email like this. Now, in order to set up your email, if you don't have an email opt-in, you have to set up something like MailChimp. And the way you do that is you go to settings, you go into email, and then you would basically enable your email here, and then you go to your integrations, and you set up your API like this with MailChimp. Once you have MailChimp or whatever you're using, I think there's other things you can use as well, like ActiveCampaign. What's going to happen is now this will work with whatever's in your Facebook account or whatever is in your Manychat account. And so what happens is you want two things to happen. You want to update your rows, or sorry, you want to save this email opt-in as an email in MailChimp, which I think happens automatically when you actually, no, you got to go into here, action, MailChimp actions, select action, add subscriber to a list, and then you would just add them to one of your lists. That way you're keeping track of them and you're opting them into email for Manychat. And you wait 2 minutes, it sends off an email and it says, okay, I sent an email, please check your spam folder. So they get it, and then 5 hours later it asks them for the action, and then it asks them if they like it through email, and it asks them if they liked it through the messenger. That's the basic flow. Now, if you want to get people to opt into this flow, all you have to do is go back to your growth tools, new growth tool, messenger referral URL. And this time, instead of creating your own messenger referral URL, you're going to press the replace button. and you just grab that review generation flow that I gave you with the opt-in review. I don't know where it is. Yeah, review generation flow. And then boom, now anybody who clicks on that link, they get taken through this flow, and it's all set up for you, right? So that's pretty much what you got to know about Manychat from a basic standpoint. Like, that's the best things that I can tell you just right off the bat. If you want a more technical example of what to do with this tool, let me know, and I'll try to make another tutorial for it so you guys can see. And make sure you leave a like on the video as well, so I know to keep making videos like this. The more likes I get, the more likely I am to make videos for free. And also, guys, if you have any extra questions, let's say you like wanted some like one-on-one coaching on this stuff, you really don't get it, feel free to text me if you're in the US. It's 805-453-3586, even if you just want to say hi. And give me an email. I'm at chaserenner.com if you want any extra help. Now, again, one thing I want to mention is if you go to chaserenner.com, you go to the courses, you go to the bundle, you'll get live trainings, you'll get live classes. We do 2 of these classes per week, about 3 hours per week total live sessions of you going in and interacting with other students in our Discord group, getting extra help from me live where you can ask questions. We're actually in the group right now, all these different people who are in here, all those people that are going to be attending this Friday, are actually setting up their own Manychat flow as part of the homework. So if you really want to like learn this stuff, you want to dive deep, I would recommend you get into the classes because it will really help you take your game to the next level. But anyways, that's it for now. Thank you all for joining. We'll see y'all next time. And until we do, happy SEOing, happy marketing. See you later. Bye.